Why did Beethoven compose masterpieces while going deaf, or Mozart hide codes in his symphonies? Could their personal torments be the key to timeless genius? What if the world's greatest composers weren't just musical wizards, but alchemists turning personal demons, scandals, and societal storms into symphonic gold? We'll uncover the hidden secrets behind 10 iconic figures, from encrypted scores to revolutionary riffs, linking their innovations to life's raw edges. And by the end, you'll see how these torments fueled sounds that still echo in our world. But hold on, why did one composer's math-like puzzles hide a father's grief? We'll circle back to that. Start with Johann Sebastian Bach, the Baroque master whose polyphonic labyrinths defined structure. Born in 1685 into a musical dynasty in Eisenach, Germany, Bach's portrait might sketch as a stern organist at church, quill in hand, but evolving to show weary eyes from raising 20 children amid poverty. His secret? Counterpoint wasn't just technique, it was a mathematical puzzle, weaving independent melodies like fugues in the Well-Tempered Clavier, 1722, where voices chase each other in harmonic perfection, mirroring the era's Enlightenment quest for order. Yet, personal torment struck. The deaths of his first wife and 10 children fueled introspective depths, as in the St. Matthew Passion, 1727, blending faith with sorrow during the religious upheavals of Lutheran Germany. Bach's innovations standardized keyboard tuning, paving the way for classical harmony, but his secret rigor masked a life of relentless duty under princely patrons. Antonio Vivaldi, the Red Priest of Venice, bursts in with fiery concertos. Imagine his portrait igniting from a frail red-haired cleric in 1678 to a touring virtuoso by 1710s. Secret. His Four Seasons, 1725, hid pictorial codes, violin trills mimicking birdsong or stormy gales, composed amid health woes like asthma and the Venetian Republic's fading glory. Techniques like ritornello form, repeating refrains with solo flourishes, captured the Baroque's dramatic contrasts, influenced by the Catholic Church's ornate rituals during the Counter-Reformation. Torment? Orphaning his works for theatre management to fund the Ospedale Girls' Conservatory, where he taught amid scandals of illegitimacy rumours. Vivaldi's seasonal cycles linked to agrarian cycles in a plague-ravaged Europe, his secrets turning nature's fury into timeless violin fireworks. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the prodigy whose genius burned bright and brief. Sketch him as a powdered-wig child touring Europe in 1762, evolving to a Freemason in Vienna's shadows by 1780s. Secret. Hidden codes pepper his scores, like the Masonic symbols in the Magic Flute, 1791, 3-chord knocks echoing rituals, or encrypted letters in Eine kleine Nachtmusik, 1787, possibly nods to lovers. His techniques? Effortless sonata form, balancing exposition, development and recapitulation in symphonies like No. 40, blending classical clarity with emotional surges. Torment, financial ruin and rivalry with Salieri, fueled by rumors of poisoning, amid the Enlightenment's revolutionary whispers. Mozart died at 35, bankrupt, composing his Requiem on deathbed. Linking to the French Revolution's eve, his operas like The Marriage of Figaro, 1786, satirized aristocracy, smuggling subversive ideas through melody. Joseph Haydn, the father of the symphony, anchors the classical era. Portrait, a lanky Kapellmeister in 1732 Eisenstadt, evolving to Vienna's sage by 1790s. Secret, his London Symphonies, 1791–95, concealed autobiographical Easter eggs, stormy adagios reflecting wife's cruelty or patron Prince Esterhazy's isolation, techniques, pioneering 4-movement structure and surprise twists, like the Shock Symphony's sudden fortissimo, innovating orchestration during the Industrial Revolution's rise. Torment, 30 years composing for a remote estate, cut off from peers, fueling homesick folk tunes in string quartets. Haydn mentored Beethoven amid Napoleonic wars, his secrets bridging Baroque complexity to romantic expression. Ludwig van Beethoven, the defiant titan. Visualize his born youth in 1770, sharpening to a brooding Vienna giant by 1800s, ears trumpet-like, secret, composing deaf. His Heiligenstadt Testament, 1802, reveals suicidal despair, yet Eroica Symphony, 1804, evolved from heroic sketches to a funeral march. Hiding Napoleon's betrayal, Beethoven erased the dedication when Napoleon crowned himself emperor. Techniques: expanding sonata form with cyclic themes, as in Symphony No. 5's Fate motif, da-da-da-dum, pushing dynamic extremes. Torment, deafness from lead poisoning or typhus, compounded by isolation during the Napoleonic Wars. His late quartets, like Op. 131, channel inner turmoil into profound abstraction. This secret resilience linked to revolutionary ideals, making music a weapon against tyranny. Frédéric Chopin, the romantic poet of the piano. Portrait, delicate Warsaw teen in 1810, blooming to Parisian exile by 1830s. Secret, his nocturnes hid coded messages, Polonaises encoding Polish anthems during Russia's 1830 uprising suppression. Techniques: rubatos, flexible tempo and chromatic harmonies in Ballade No. 1, 1835, evoking nationalistic fire amid tuberculosis's shadow. Torment, exile from partitioned Poland, unrequited love for George Sand and health decline, composing on deathbed in 1849. Linking to 19th century nationalism, Chopin's mazurkas preserved folk dances, turning personal frailty into revolutionary whispers. Richard Wagner, the operatic visionary. Sketch, rebellious Leipzig student in 1813 to Bayreuth's king by 1870s. Secret, his leitmotifs, recurring themes like the ring cycle's sword motif, hid autobiographical myths, drawing from debts and exile after 1849 Dresden uprising. Techniques: Gesamtkunstwerk, total artwork fusing music, drama and myth in the ring, 1876, with chromaticism foreshadowing modernism. Torment, anti-Semitic scandals and 14-year exile, plus financial woes from overspending. Bayreuth Festspielhaus, built on controversy. Amid Franco-Prussian War, Wagner's epics glorified Germanic law, his secrets fueling Hitler's later appropriation. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, the melancholic Russian soul. Portrait, Surfborn in 1840, Votkinsk, evolving to Moscow Conservatory star by 1870s. Secret, his ballets like Swan Lake, 1877, concealed homosexual longings through androgynous swans amid Tsarist repression. Techniques: expressive orchestration and leitmotif echoes in 1812 Overture, 1880, blending folk elements with Western forms. Torment, suppressed sexuality, failed marriage, and depression leading to 1893 suicide, disputed as cholera, composed amid serf emancipation's social flux, linking to Russian romanticism post-Crimean War. Tchaikovsky's pathos captured imperial decline. Igor Stravinsky, the modernist disruptor. Visualize Oranienbaum boy in 1882 to Paris revolutionary by 1910s. Secret, the rite of spring, 1913, hid pagan rituals inspired by his Russian roots, causing Paris riots. Its jagged rhythms masked cultural clash. Techniques: polytonality and ostinatos, fracturing tonality amid World War I's horrors. Torment, exile from Bolshevik Russia, financial strain, evolved to neoclassicism in Pulcinella, 1920. His secrets reflected 20th century upheavals, from revolutions to wars, birthing avant-garde ballet. We've peeled back the veils on these composers, from Bach's grieving puzzles to Stravinsky's riotous rites, each secret a forge where torment met technique, shaped by revolutions, exiles, and inner wars. Their genius, transforming chaos into harmony that endures. Next time a symphony stirs you, ponder the hidden pains behind the notes. If this unveiled mysteries that moved you, share your favorite composer's secret below and subscribe for more cultural revelations. Compose your thoughts wisely.